And it's Kim Kraetzer for Sons of American Legion Radio. We're covering Army football. We have a chance to talk with the head coach of Army football, and that is Jeff Monken. And Coach, wow, that was an exciting day on Saturday. A 28-27 win, went down to the last play. Your team really showed perseverance in the second half to come back from being behind 14 points, 21-7. What was your feeling about the game? You must have been happy about the way the team came back in the second half.
I was incredibly proud of our team and their effort and the resiliency they showed. We certainly had ourselves in a bad spot to start the game, getting down 14-0. And as you know, they had 1 yard of total offense at that point, and we're up 14 points. So it doesn't happen very often. But our guys just continued to battle, and we put ourselves in some bad spots again, and found a way out. And I made some mistakes down the stretch there with the clock management and trying to run out the clock. And unfortunately, it gave them another opportunity with the ball that they shouldn't have had. And our guys just found a way. And just so proud of them. It was a great victory, a thrilling victory, and really proud for our team. And that's just a confidence builder, I think, that even when our backs are against the wall, we can find a way to win.
Absolutely. I got to say, what a nice gesture it was. And I know you were behind it, having the alma mater from Georgia Southern played along with the West Point alma mater by the Cadet Spirit Band. That was a very nice thing that you did.
When I was the coach there, we started singing the alma mater after the games in 2010. Brooks Keel was our president, and he agreed. He thought it would be a good tradition, and I'm glad they've carried that on. And I knew they would want to sing their alma mater, so I asked Clayton Kendrick Holmes, our chief of staff here in football, to see if he would check with the band to see if they could play it, and if they couldn't, we would play it over the loudspeakers. And just really appreciate our band learning the song and being able to play that and honor the other team and a team that's close to my heart, of course. So it was nice to go down to UTSA. Their band did the very same thing for us, and it's just really nice to have a band there to play our alma mater. We played 2 other road games, and we sang a cappella at those two games without a band or the alma mater music behind us. So we were glad to do that, and that's I think it's right to represent this institution in the United States Army with class, and so we certainly want to try to do that.
And certainly your quarterback, Tyhier Tyler, overcame mishaps in the first half, ran for over 120 yards and ran a couple of long drives. How did you feel he grew from that performance on Saturday?
I'm sure that gave him some confidence. I know he was nervous going into the game, and I don't know if that attributed to that's attributed, or I should say the turnovers are attributed to his nervousness. He just didn't do a good job taking care of the ball one time. One time the guy knocked it out of his hands on an option play, and the other we had a bad mesh between he and the B back, and there was some things happened on that play. But he's a really tough competitor, and our kids they love that guy. They got a lot of confidence in him, and was just really happy to see him pull through. And I got to tell you, I mean, there was a time during the game, and I talked to Brent Davis and Cody Worley, our quarterback's coach, and asked if they thought we should make a change, and they were just adamant that they thought he gave us the best chance. And as it turned out, he did. He led us to victory and made some big plays.
You got to ask you, we had a nice chat tonight with Paul Lawless, a senior from Boca Raton, who's he's a long snapper, but he told us about the work he does on the bench to spot plays and perform a key role for you. Tell us a little bit about some of the seniors like Paul Lawless who don't get a chance to play, but still play a vital role. We heard several introduced on Senior Day Saturday.
Yeah, Paul's a great kid. I call him the governor because I think he'll probably end up being governor of the state of Florida at some point. He's just a quality person and a very astute young man. And he and all the specialists, they chart all the kicks. They chart jersey numbers of every guy on every special team, where he's aligned. They just do some unbelievable work to help Coach Saturnio and our staff. And there's nobody that works harder than Paul. He's out every day after practice, and he's done that since his freshman year. He stays out to snap balls against the goalpost. We moved him to wing on the PAT field goal this year, so he stays out and works those techniques and fundamentals every day. And just a great kid. And this whole team is loaded with guys like that. Just tonight, Nick Stokes and Jack Howe, two senior nose guards. Neither of them starters. Stayed out with the defensive line coach Tank Wright, and we're working extra time. But we got guys at every position that do that. It's just there's a pride here, and just a real sense of responsibility that they feel to this team, this brotherhood. So just a great group of guys. We were really pleased to be able to honor them with a senior day this past Saturday, especially with a win like that.
No, it was a terrific day. Tell us a little bit about how are you using this time? The cadets are staying at West Point this Thanksgiving, so you have a little bit of extra practice time. You still have that Air Force game out there that everybody's wondering about, but you do have 3 full weeks to prepare for Navy. What are the keys in preparation?
Well, number one is to stay healthy, try to keep COVID from getting into our bubble. And the other is to get healthy physically, and we got plenty of guys that need some time to do that. So that's really our focus, especially for this game. We want to have a healthy team, and as many of our guys ready and available. They've got an outstanding, well coached team. Just they do a great job with the program, and it's always such a heated battle and a great rivalry, and it's going to take a tremendous effort for us to be able to win the game. It always does. Every game I've been a part of here against them is a hard fought battle, and the 5 of the first 6, I should say, were 1-score games. So they're hard fought battles. They got the best of us last year. So hopefully our guys will do a great job of preparation. We're going to do our very best as a staff to get them ready, and we're just kind of treating every week like game week. This is a little different this year. Typically, when we haven't played on Thanksgiving weekend, we've practiced on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then given the guys the weekend off. We're going to do that again this week, but we're going to come back on Friday and get a workout in on Friday. The last year we went to Hawaii, obviously, and came back and only had 2 weeks and had a really beat up football team. So hopefully we'll stay healthy in practice and get ourselves ready to play our very best. This is certainly the biggest game of the year.
And Thanksgiving on Thursday, Coach. I just read an article about the U.S. Military sending Thanksgiving dinners out to troops, sailors, airmen all around the world who are out serving. The cadets will be celebrating Thanksgiving at West Point this year. Do you have a message to all those soldiers out serving all over the world and at bases in the U.S. that'll be spending Thanksgiving in uniform serving our country?
Well, certainly wish them a happy Thanksgiving and thank them for their service and their commitment to this nation. We're all gonna sit around and eat turkey and watch football and enjoy the freedoms in our way of life on the backs of those men and women that serve, and they're doing a job that so many of us don't have to do, don't want to do, aren't equipped or qualified to do, and we're just so thankful that we have men and women who are brave and courageous and servant minded to go do those jobs for us, so that we can enjoy our way of life here in the United States. So thanks to them and to all their families who are sacrificing as well, having their loved ones away from them. And happy Thanksgiving, and just come home safe.
Absolutely, Coach. Best wishes to you and your family and everyone at West Point for Thanksgiving. From all of us at the American Legion, a pleasure to chat with you, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Thanks, Ken. Beat Navy.
Absolutely. This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio. We're covering Army football.